Well, if you love discovering great wine or just want to learn a little bit more about it, there's a spot in Nulu that's helping people do exactly that. Nouvelle Bar and Bottle is a neighborhood wine shop built around one simple idea: life's too short to drink bad wine. The team focuses on wines from unique producers all around the world, along with craft cocktails, small plates, and a vibrant atmosphere that's about bringing people together over a great glass. Here with more is the owner, John. He brings us all of the wonderful wines because you actually just got back from a trip, right?
We did, yeah. So we just got back from Germany. We're deep diving with some of the producers over there and visiting the wine regions. It's extremely important for us to create a great program that every year we kind of choose a destination that's really world-class for wine. And we go over there, we taste the wine, we meet the producers, we hear the stories, and we bring those connections back and we get to tell them in our wine education classes.
Yeah, I love that so much because, of course, you know, we're in Kentucky. It's all about the bourbon.
Yes.
But I love that you are bringing all of these wines together. Of course, you have several champagnes that you bring over as well.
Big time.
But tell us really about the mission behind starting Nouvelle. You actually worked there first and then you took it over.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. So, you know, Nouvelle's changed over the years. We just celebrated our 8th year anniversary, so we're coming into the 9th year. But the mission for Nouvelle's always been about, we want to be a world-class wine destination that brings people together and creates a community through wine. Mm-hmm. So we always say, don't, drink better wine is our motto, but really it's about bringing people together. You know, it's not about the wine is super intimidating, but our goal is to really create the community around it.
Absolutely, and you've created such a beautiful space. Oh my gosh, I know several of my friends have taken like their engagement pictures there because it's just so beautiful. So why is that equally as important to have this warm space to enjoy these incredible wines?
Yeah, I think it comes down to the vibe. We always say there's, a few criteria. We can have great products, and we can bring back these extraordinary wines that a lot of people don't get access to. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what does the space make you feel and how do the people make you feel? Mm-hmm. We have a huge emphasis on hospitality. So for us, it's really taking the time to understand not just our guests, but understand how we want to make people feel when they are in that space. And yeah, we like a good vibe, good music, good atmosphere, so that's key to everything.
Oh yeah, and taking a little bit along the way too with these wine classes. These are like fully in depth. So this one that's actually coming up next Monday.
Yes.
Old World, New World.
Yeah.
Tell me everything.
Well, so Old World, New World is a very kind of classic way of defining the wine world. When we talk about the Old World, we're talking about anything that's in Europe. When we're talking about the New World, it's anything that's not Europe.
Okay.
And over the years, those two areas have had very distinct styles of wine, but what we're trying to do is break that mold and gonna show that as the climate's changing and as producers are passing on to the next generation, that there's a new kind of emphasis on this idea doesn't necessarily work as it used to. Mm-hmm. We're gonna taste a couple classic producers, but with the new generation making their stamp on it. So it's what we call our intro class. It's the first class that sets up the rest of the year for us. And then we kind of do these deep dives. We'll do the Germany kind of recap and do a really deep dive on that. We'll do a Champagne deep dive and kind of some of the other regions that we've been to. But this is the class that really gives you the base foundation of how to drink better wine.
Well, that's really good to know because I feel like with wine, it's so intimidating. There's all the different grapes and the notes, and there's white wine and red wine. So it can get really confusing very quickly. So this is a great way if you just want to know more, this is the class for you.
This is it. This is the one. Yeah.
So when you said that you went over to Germany, a lot of people don't think of wine immediately. So have they always been a producer of wine? Yeah,
they've been a producer for a very long time. I think clearly they have a great beer culture, right? But there's a distinct grape there that has a really big misunderstanding. It's called Riesling, that I think a lot of people think are a sweet grape, but they do a lot of different diverse styles of Riesling. And some other wines over there as well, but it's a small wine culture in terms of its output, but a very proud wine culture that has a very long history of producing.
That is so neat. And you do these classes all throughout the year, but I hear patio season is on its way, and you have a beautiful one at that.
Yes, it's we like to say it is one of the craziest patios to find in the city, only because you're in the middle of the downtown Nulu area, and then you're around all this concrete. And then you enter into this area that has a little bit of a water feature, huge trees that have been there for a while. And we do jazz every Friday and Saturday. during the patio season, which kicks off right after Derby.
Yes.
And then it goes all the way through September. And we do these patio parties every Sunday, once a month. We do a themed party, and we get some, kind of food friends of ours, chef friends, to come over and cook.
Wonderful.
And do a big thematic thing. So.
I love it. So you definitely have to make plans to head out there as soon as the weather gets warm, because this weather has been so crazy lately.
Yeah, it's weird.
But if people are interested in signing up for these classes, just coming by to have a great glass of wine, how can people learn more?
Yeah, so our website's always a great way, and our Instagram account, our social media, we try to keep a very detailed information on there, and some funny videos as well. So you can always find us on the website. There's links to the wine classes and the other events that we do. And we always try to update that, but the class is going quick. We've only got about 6 tickets left for this one.
Okay.
But we just posted our next class, which will be France at a Glance,
Nice.
which is kind of an overall idea of the French wine regions. And that'll be in April, and then we'll continue posting throughout the year.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much
Of course.
for stopping
Always a
by
pleasure to be here.
today.
Yeah.
Yes, we're so excited for that patio season, because I'm going to claim a spot.
Yes.
This spring
Can't wait to see
and
you
summer.
there.
So again, to learn more, just head over to nouvellewine.com.